Good evening. City of Lakewood Youth Council, Monday, October 3rd, 2016. We present a recommendation of no confidence in Superintendent and School Board of Clover Park School District. Lakewood Youth Council submits this recommendation of no confidence with the current leadership of both the Superintendent and the School Board of Clover Park School District. Recent events made public regarding our safety as students in the district, as well as failure of school board in meeting their board priorities and district goals have resulted in this recommendation. Excuse me. The very first line in our duties as Lakewood Youth Council is as follows. Representative duties. Convey the mayor and the youth council and the city council through oral and or written presentations at city council meetings, issues impacting youth that may have city-wide impact. We would be remiss in our duties and our responsibilities to our peers if we do not bring this attention to the city council. School board priorities as follows. Goal 1, improve student achievement in elementary and secondary schools. Goal 2, increase community engagement. Goal 3, ensure communication with all stakeholders. Goal 4, emphasize student conduct to create a supportive learning environment for students and employees. Goal 5, improve staff retention, recruitment, and professional development. According to the accountability plan for implementing the board priorities and district goals, see attached, which covers 2010-2015, the superintendent and the school board have accomplished the following. Goal 1, the district has rarely scored higher than the state average in any grade and in any discipline. See the attached OSBI report cards for the Clover Park School District and the state. The district is rated 4 out of 10 by both Zillow.com and GreatSchools.org. Both real estate websites have websites that potentially homebuyers use to assess the strength of the school district. And you can see this on the attached forms. Goal 2 and 3. The district has 72%, that's 9,000 students, that qualify for free and reduced lunch program. The district has made the decision to go green and shift much of their communication materials to electronic. Many students and their families do not have ready access to the internet to view this information. Allowances have been made at 5 elementary schools to receive printed materials for all students for a total of 2,075 students out of nearly 9,000 students who qualify for free and reduced lunch program. Goal 4, parents and students currently question whether their school environment is safe after recent events made public by the media. We have excellent teachers who are doing everything they can to help us be successful, but the lack of communication regarding our safety in schools is unacceptable. Goal 5, staff retention has constantly gotten worse. From 2010, when turnover rate was 9.5% and the goal was not exceeded to 10%, to 2015, when turnover rate was 14.4%. Statistics have not been posted for the last school year when 19 out of 21 teachers left IE Park Elementary. 2 top principals, including 2015 Principal of the Year for the state of Washington and the principal of the highest rated school in the district, Harrison Preparatory School, also left. Final bullet point in the school board's vision statement. A culture of district-wide pride exists. The culture in Clover Park School District is one of embarrassment, low morale, and fear of one's safety in school. The district has created socioeconomic discrimination by adopting a policy of electronic communication with little regard to those in our district who may not be able to afford internet access. The district is rated by the real estate industry and by OSBI as a below-average school district academically. Superintendent and school board have failed the staff, student and families of the district. For this reason, Lakewood Youth Council has submitted this recommendation.
Any questions, comments from the dais, from Mr. Branstad?
Well, I appreciate your communicating your feelings and the views of the Youth Council and your peers. I have one question. In your comments about the culture that exists in the district, that you use the term fear of one's safety in school, and fear is a very strong word. Could you, which is different than lack of communication about safety, and could you elaborate about the selection of that word in your report to us?
Of course. Because the silence and uncertainty surrounding the sexual assault cases at Lakes High School, and also the similar case at Lockburn Middle School, and then Huddleoff Middle School, and then the transfer to Bethel High School, many of the students at, I know my school personally, feel unsure about their standing, and some fearful about what has happened in the past that we haven't been made known of, what students that could be aggressive or dangerous that are still among us, and what will happen in the future if nothing is taken to change what's happened.
Anyone else? Mr. Whalen.
Well, I certainly appreciate the information, and I applaud your willingness to stand up for what you believe in and have the ability to communicate it. I guess a couple of questions I have. Why this, why now, would be the first question. And the second, with regard to the district's status and student achievement scores posted in the OSPI materials that you provided, was any thought put into the progress that the district has made over the last few years, or are you looking at just a snapshot in time? Because we've been told, as you may know from the school board reports that we receive, that graduation rates, for instance, have increased over the course of time. They've had a successful 2015, and we've been told that certain test scores are going on. So while they're not quite where they may want to be, as the report suggests, what thoughts do you folks have as a youth council as to the progress that has been made? Certainly we can all agree that it's not enough yet, but progress seems to have been made.
The Youth Council acknowledges the fact that there has been progress made within test scores and within graduation. However, we believe that it's not aiming for lesser success rather than for success as a whole. Comparing ourselves to Washington State, which says enough of itself, does convey the idea that we are not doing enough, or what can we do to create more change within those test scores or within other sections of academic progress, and if we are providing those resources for the students that might need it.
Ms. Moss?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you all very much for being able to speak out for what you believe. I'm just looking at, you said that the school board and the failure of the school board to meet its board. Have you met with the school board?
We have not met with the school board on this issue, but there will be a school board meeting later on the month, and we would be interested in presenting these issues to them.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Ms. Barth?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. One, I applaud your courage in putting this material together. I think it's shows credit to the whole group, so thank you. I, too, was kind of concerned if you had brought this to the school district, and so you have not. Do they have any inclination that the students are dissatisfied?
There was a no comment by the school district on the issue regarding the Lakes incident. As of now, the only way that the school district has known of our concerns is by a walkout that there was in Lakes High School of 200, if not over 200 students during the school day.
And you received no response from that, or no communication?
Actually, my fellow peer here would have more information on that.
The district as a whole has not responded to the Lakes High School walkout. The administration of Lakes High School has attempted to put in place a question and answer session during lunches, I believe this Wednesday or Thursday. As far as a response from the district, all that has been received has been a no comment.
Thank you. And again, I applaud you.
Mr. Whalen?
As one of those high school kids that went through the whole public school system myself, we enjoyed the opportunity as student leaders to engage in policy debate, and debate itself was a very vibrant activity in my particular school. Have you thought about the types of solutions that you might propose as a student body or a student council to address those issues of student achievement that are impacting our rating on the OSPI website, for instance, and perhaps on the other rating scales like Zillow? Because you folks have obviously firsthand knowledge of the experience having gone through the public school system. I think you've all gone through, I know you have, from probably grade school on up to high school at this point. Haven't you both been in the Clover Park? No, you haven't been. But anyway, those of you who have been, you obviously have some thoughts about how student achievement might better be enhanced with either changes to curriculum, experience in the classroom. Have you given some thought to that yet? And perhaps is it something you might want to chew on a little bit to propose, from your perspective, some positive solutions to achieve the issues you raise?
I feel like as a youth council, we decided to raise the issues that we presented as a whole.
Right.
And I think I would have to get back to the youth council on solutions for those issues. But I really do think that the bigger purpose for this was to continue on a conversation and to also make sure that our voices are heard, to present the fact that, we're not naive in that matter. Like you said, we have firsthand knowledge of that. But definitely we could go back and try to present some more solutions to those issues, such as the test scores. Something that I would like to bring up is that a lot of the success that we see is through individual determination of many students, going out of their way to stay involved and to participate in many things and try to go out of their way to have success by oneself. But it's also important to look towards the bigger success of everyone. And if anyone in the Youth Council has any other ideas, I would highly encourage them to speak.
I think it's great to continue the conversation, and I would not be one to say you're naive whatsoever. I think you guys are very bright, and you all have skin in the game. So your voices should be loud, and they should be clear. But we all hope that we can all be constructive, because the education piece is a big one, and it's a multi-headed hydra. But your perspective is very important.
Mr. Bulkey?
Yeah, for the Lakes students, what were you told? What have you been told specifically about the incident, and what has the administration told you about their follow-up to assure you that there are no more violent criminals in your school?
Lakes High School administration has not made any specific comment to the entirety of the student body regarding the case or the assault or any of those issues. They've made broad statements regarding safety, and they've made broad statements regarding that they would take into consideration our concerns and move forward, and that they wanted to maintain a family atmosphere. So it was it was a broad statement. There were no individual questions or answers that really would answer anything that the students were trying to find out.
Well, I'm very impressed. We, in the Youth Council as a whole, we have appointed you because we wanted to encourage young leaders to be involved, and you really stuck your neck out on this one. And I'm proud of that. You wouldn't have any reason to know, but at 18 years old, I was pretty frustrated like you were, and I ran and was elected to the Puyallup School Board. I had a 30-year off time before I came back to public office, but it gave me an opportunity to see the problems from both sides in very close time proximity. Because of that background, I think I'm even more impressed with the fact that you're stepping forward. As you know, one of the City Council's priorities for the community recognizes that strong public schools are essential to a strong community. We are at a decided disadvantage because it's the school board and the superintendent of schools who run the schools, not the city. But I would encourage you to stay involved, stand up for what you believe in, and we believe very strongly in transparency up on the podium here and in city government. And if there's a problem, I think the best way to address it and get correction is to shed light on it. So I don't have a solution for you. I don't know that there's anything the city as a city can do, but stay true to your beliefs and work on it. So thanks for stepping forward, and thanks for serving on the Youth Council, to all of you.
Thank you.